Hi, and welcome to another segment of Crafting with Shinoda. With me today is AIFD designer Marie. Marie, what are we working on today?
Today we're going to work on properly lighting a Christmas tree. And then before we start lighting, we just always want to make sure that our tree is fluffed. So you can see that these branches are all fluffed out, so they look nice and full. This part over here, it needs a little love, so we'll fluff it out. Just make sure that all the branches are being fluffed out, and so it looks a little more natural. It also helps to close any big gaps that you'll have in your tree. So once you're ready to start lighting, after your tree is all fluffed out, you're gonna want to, I started it a little bit, but we're gonna take your strand of light. So these lights are the soft, warm lights. I personally like these better. Since these are LED, they'll give you that softer, old school look. So when we're lighting, you wanna just always go front to back of each branch and then come back out, so that way you get every branch, and that there's a lot of light on the tree. On a bigger tree, this tree is one of our smaller trees for our end caps, but if you're working on a tree at home or for a client, you're going to want to do them in quadrants. So each section, you're going to light each section by section, and you'll just start from the bottom and go all the way to the top. That way, when you're taking it down, it's a lot easier, and also it just helps you keep organized.
So I noticed you're not actually wrapping it around the tree like winding around. You're doing a sort of a zigzagging pattern up this one side of the tree.
Yep. So yeah, that way it's easier, just maybe like up and down or weave in between the branches. But yeah, I don't loop around each branch. If this tree was to be an outdoor tree, you might want to just tie it off in certain spots. And now that our tree is lit, if you see any other like major gaping holes, this is one of our older trees that has seen a lot of holiday seasons with us. So we might want to like get some branches and fill it in. So at Shinoda, we have a bunch of cedar or different types of pine and sweat, like small branches like this that you could totally just stick in and fluff up the tree. So it fills in gaps, and then it gives it a lot of texture, different colors, things like that. And it comes in different sizes and lengths. So on bigger trees, you'll want to go for the longer ones. But this tree is going to be one of our tropical Christmas display trees. So I'm going to take this one out and then switch it with one of our fern bushes. So whenever you find something that's flat and closed, because it came like this when it got shipped, you're going to want to put it to its like natural looking state. So these little wires here, you could bend them and make it look fuller. And then we'll just add it in a few different spots where it needs to go.
So it's kind of like a hairpiece before the tree.
It is. It's exactly that, and it's going to add a lot of different color and texture. So if you're looking for, so this will help it give it more of a tropical vibe. But if you're looking for more of a natural, like outdoorsy look, you could put different swags that have pine cones or different things too.
Or if I'm feeling extra spicy, we could put glitter
You
sprays in
can.
there.
You could definitely glitter this whole tree up.
Make this whole tree disco.
And then there's also different greens. We have a whole aisle of different ones that you could choose from. And once again, you'll just kind of want to spread it out a little bit and stick them in. And it fills the gaps a lot. It fills the gaps really nicely. And again, mixes up the texture of the tree.
And just so you folks at home know that all our greeneries at Shinoda, a lot of them have wires already built into them, so you can, when you bend them, they'll keep the shape that you bend them in.
This one's even UV treated, so if you're putting it on an outdoor tree, you don't have to worry about it changing colors
or getting a sunburn. And that's how you fluff up a tree and make it for different seasons, different tropics, different environments. Thanks for watching, and remember, Christmas is about joy, and who brings the joy? You do. We just help you get there.